Hello, Rick27 and welcome back to Ruler Waves 2 as we get towards the tail end of our Austria-Hungary run. We are in 1959, which is very much towards the end of the game, so the game has a soft end in 1955 and a hard end in 1970. But we want to hang about for at least one more war with the British, which we're currently in. And really our aim here is going to be to claim as much British soil in the Mediterranean by the end of this war, and then we'll probably hang up our fighting shoes and call that a day. So this may be the last stream for this run. It might take one more. We'll have to see how it goes and how quickly we get through things. We are currently invading Malta, so we'll hopefully get resolution that soon. We have inflicted a fairly significant victory on the British in terms of sinking 4 CVs or something along those lines. However, as I was attempting to re-familiarise myself with the game, they have been either they had loads to begin with, or they were rebuilding them, because they've still got 5 and 1 on the way. So definitely not out of things just yet. Yeah, they're essentially a match for us everywhere except battleships, which you might argue are not so worthwhile these days. And in fact, if you look at our own battleships, yeah, our most modern battleship was built in 1920, so almost 40 years ago. In fact, we still have one from 1909 still kicking around, which is that's pretty impressive in itself. That said, Britain does have the massive disadvantage that it's got to have stuff all over the globe, so it's not going to be able to concentrate as much of its forces in the Mediterranean. But we can have a look here. What have they got? 1 battleship, 1 battle cruiser, heavy cruiser, a couple of lights, 4 CVs. Definitely nothing to sniff at. 2 CVLs. Little, very light on our destroyer forces though. So yeah, plan for this is going to be to kind of beat up the British as much as we can. Hopefully wrap up the invasion of Malta sooner rather than later, and then follow that up immediately with the invasion of Egypt. Mainly because Egypt has a value of... You're not showing me it there. There we go, 8. So much better we take that during a war than in a peace deal. In terms of our own navy and where we're at, we've got a few ships under construction, so building a couple more of these Lithia heavy cruisers. You know, reasonably fast, reasonably well armoured, reasonably well armed and armoured even, as well as a whole bunch more corvettes, which we don't necessarily need, but it's always good to have more of these guys, because they do tend to get sunk a little bit more. And aside from that, there's nothing too spectacular that we need in terms of ships. We'll just play it by ear. Like I said, we're very towards the end game, so ships that are going to take us 3 years to build, I'm not sure we're going to actually see them fight. One thing I would like to get into the action is these Viking Hags, our pocket battle cruisers, which we built a while ago, which I've never got to fight with yet. They're currently on trade protection. I might take them off trade protection because I'm not sure if the British are doing any raiding with actual surface assets in the Mediterranean. So we're going to leave 1 turn, see what happens, and then I might switch them off that. In terms of air groups, everything looks like it's been more or less filled. There's a few light air groups there, but I think we were trying to save a bit on cash and target specific areas, so that's fine. So let's just push things forward. Alright, so this is exactly what we want. Battle in support of land combat. Fairly even forces. Probably just with us on the edge. Yet I can see that. A few more battleship, more battle cruiser. Ooh, yeah, more CVs. So definitely slightly in our advantage. We will take that every day of the week. Oh, am I going straight for it? Okay, exciting start to things. I'm happy. Although, let's not get too rusty. Alright, so we are... It's not maybe the world-beating fighting force that we were after. So we've got the Habsburg, which I think is the most modern of our battleships, but let's be honest, it's still not that modern. But you know, 12 16-inch guns, 14-inch belt. It's nothing to be sniffed at, to be perfectly honest. We rebuilt the machinery so she can go at a reasonable speed. In terms of air game, that's not the air game. Yeah, so the aircraft have enough of a range now that all our bases can support this. But so can Malta. So we shall see what the battle generator has got in store for us. Okay, no control at the minute. So we've got the Helgoland, which is one of our older light cruisers, I think. Although, yeah, pretty reasonable as a light ship killer. And an AA class. Look, a lot of dual purpose guns there. And then we've got some destroyers. Which are, yeah, some are modern types with the SAMs. Okay. Good. Let's just kick things off. We'll give things a little bit of a run until we get control. That one. If I can remember which button's which. Radar contact. One contact. Let's head over this way. Let's go up to, not squad max, but something... a little bit of health, maybe 28. We'll bring the Habsburg up to maybe about 24, just so we can start closing the gap. See what we're up against. I suspect this is going to be a British scout. Oh, there's a few of them. They don't have that many light ships. Okay, so we've got a CL. Okay. Get you down, keep my battleship on a steady course. Okay, this is probably their heavier ships, whatever they may be. I'm going to have you run south. I'm going to have you pick up the pace a little bit. We'll keep running at that. Okay. Really, Helgoland, you've identified this as a transport ship. I'm a little bit suspect about that. We are in range of the bigger guns, but they are going to start falling in range of our own guns at the minute. Indeed they are. So let's bring the Helgoland back round. You guys keep on your screen duty, I'm happy with that. And let's get the Habsburg in play with their 16 inches. Hopefully someone can tell me what it is we're actually fighting against. Oh, Helgoland is taking a beating. 11 medium guns from a Constance class. Okay, so we've only got 10 5-inchers. We've got a heck of a lot more firepower than that. So they've got, and it's fair to say, 10 5-inch broadside, but we've got a 10 5-inch broadside plus 9 6-inch guns. So I think it would behoove us to close the distance a little bit and let our superior firepower do the talking. There we go, we've got the invincible. What is she rocking? So 11 16-inch guns, that's pretty comparable to our own broadside. 11.5-inch belt. In fact, it's very comparable. Oh, okay, we're a little bit more. 14-inch. Slightly less deck, actually. And we've got one more gun. So we should, I mean, it's pretty tight in a broadside battle, to be perfectly honest. Okay, we get the first hits, and that, in this kind of thing, might be enough to turn the tide. I mean, had they struck the first couple of hits, could have gone their way. There's really not a lot between us. We've got a very slight edge in terms of one extra gun and slightly more armor, but the ranges we're at, we're both going to be penetrating. Okay, let's do a hard turn north, and we another hit on Invincible. That is excellent. That's going to be causing her lots of problems. Oh, so we get hit on one of our turrets. So that knocks us down. I'm gonna turn. Sorry, get you to turn slightly, just to try and get a full broadside on the go. Actually, you running north is okay, and I'm gonna get you to crank up an extra knot. That's fine. Your actual full speed is about 32, but looks like you're not able to meet that. Another man, that is some good shooting from Habsburg. And we've actually knocked out one of the invincible two. So one permanently, this two gun turret is out of action for good. And this forward one's temporarily out of action. Which is great, giving us the edge for right now. Two more, Habsburg. Cares about your age, you're doing great work there. Oh, and 3 more shells, jeez. Yeah. Oh, amigo, another turret out of action temporarily. That's all we need. We're going to be adding the paint. Another 3 16-inch shell hits. I mean, what's the range here? If you give me this one, let's have a look at your detail. Oh, okay, 1,300 yards. It's not the closest. But, what's our actual hit chance? Oh, 8%. 8% is really good, actually. Tech level, radar assist, fire control. Yeah, okay, we are getting towards the end of the game. Crew quality is helping us. Nice. But if you look at our data, our gun, 13,000 yards, we're penetrating 15 inches, so yeah. We're at 11.5. Has no chance. Well, not no chance, but... 2 more hits. Hegelin took an engine hit, which is pretty unfortunate, so we'll slow her down. I'll still head her back to... Oh my goodness! We are starting with a bang. Quite literally. So, wow, hit the turret, flash fire, battlecruiser blows up. That's pretty phenomenal. Because, you know, yes, we were the slightly better ship, but not by a huge margin. That's actually a really good result for us to take them out with so little damage. And then we should just be mopping up what's left over, to be perfectly honest. I don't really want to get very close to these destroyers, so I'm going to keep them at arm's length. And keep in front of them. The last thing I want to now is take a torpedo. Okay, lots of little hits on British destroyers, which if you didn't have that many, you can come around this way. Okay, it looks like they're making a run for Malta. Which I'm tempted just to let them go, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, we keep shooting this guy, he's definitely dead. Be good to try and... a few more ships on the way, I wonder what they are. And really a battleship? That's interesting. Do we want to pick a fight? Part of me really does, but let's not get too greedy. There are 1 battlecruiser down. The Revenge class. What do you look like, mate? All forward armament, 9 16-inch guns, 13-inch belt, 24 knots, 5-inch deck. Good deck. Belt slightly less than us, slightly fewer guns than us, but you are all forward facing. Again, it's very close if we want to take her on. I'm not sure we want to get too involved, and the aircraft start getting involved. 4 dive bombers there. We do have SAMs in our destroyers, so they should be doing hopefully a good bit of work. There you go, Revenge starting to take... Habsburg taking a hit from Revenge. So this time we are on the wrong end of the first salvo. Okay, no bomb hits at least. Doing good work on this light cruiser. Over Hegelin seeing a little bit of beats now. Oh, okay, I think we're going to turn away. So I think we're going to politely decline from this one, if we can. Say, look, we've taken your battle cruiser. Let's now get out of here. And we want to be heading down this direction towards the safety of our port and our airbase. Oh, Hegland's on fire, that's not good. They are pursuing. We might need to do enough to put them off. Which may involve sending some of our destroyers in our torpedo run. Which is never ideal. Okay, we've hit him. That's nice. We're going to try and cut across his front with these destroyers. This is not ideal, to be honest. Although I'm not so concerned about sinking him as I am about convincing him this is a bad idea, please go away. Get some good torpedoes out. Actually, that was a lot of hits on the Revenge class there. If we can get in behind it, like now, it has no guns on us. We've got look, there you go, 9 16-inch broadside against zip. All he's got is his 14 16-inch guns, which isn't nothing, but still. A good opportunity to put some hits in, of which we are missing everything. And he comes running at us. Oh, we hit him. Oh, that's a little bit spicy. Maybe we are going to go for this Revenge class after all. Now, I don't know if he's got rudder damage. He's going in a circle. In fact, he may very well have rudder damage. Okay, I'm going to get these guys to hold torpedoes just till we can close the gap. So it looks like this guy's a sitting duck. Which is nice because we suffered from that earlier where we had one very unfortunate hit to one of our rudders on our, I think it was a heavy cruiser, and essentially made us sail around in circles until we died. Right, we're starting to take some beats now, so feel free to launch torpedoes, lads. Honestly, launch them anytime now is fine, but someone please launch a torpedo. Okay. Oh, and the Habsburg doing great work on the Revenge here, and looks like she's about to get a whole bunch of torpedoes. Oh, and she's dead in the water. Excellent, excellent. Okay, you guys come out in the way. Oh, we've got our aircraft getting involved. You need to come south. I know it's quite hard to do such a rapid turn, but I don't want you to stay. I would like you to stay away from those light cruisers. Your fire is out. Yeah, and I think we're just going to retire quite happily after all this. You guys can go back onto AI control. If we keep these light cruisers at range, I'd be happy to take a few pot shots with my 16 inches. Although it looks like we might be targeting the Revenge still. Can I tell you to stop that? I can, but not in this menu. Here. I would like you to target these guys. Yeah, you're about to annihilate that stopped battleship. It's very good. Can we hit the... Yeah, you're absolutely smashing that battleship. Fine. Looks like the cruisers are going to get away with it. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Let's go home. A well-earned victory. Okay, so far we seem to be dodging torpedoes and bombs relatively well. Meanwhile, our aircraft are having target practice against the Revenge. I'm amazed she's still afloat, to be perfectly honest. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, what now? Oh, that's attempting target. There is a CV out here. What state are we in? Oh, we're in pretty good state. What time of day is it? Where are we? An hour and 50 till dusk. I'm tempted to go for it. Alright, let's try it. Why not? You're in a pretty bad state actually, so you're gonna have to retire. Is this folly? Probably. But it's our final hurrah, so let's go for it. I'm gonna tell you to hold your fire for 10 minutes. So we can leave the Revenge be. And we're gonna head over in this direction. If there is a CV there, she can't have that much protection. Let's see if we can't sink her. Yeah, honestly, stop. Oh my god, leave the poor girl alone. Let's see what we run into.
Lucky, you and me on the Charles River. I could die right now, Glenn. I'm just happy I've never felt that before.
But remember, I suppose the airs are not ours and ours alone. But we seem to be surviving air attacks pretty well thus far. But no bueno on the CV hunt. Okay. No problem. Home time it is. Good. A very, very successful first contact. Or first engagement. Oh, apparently we didn't have CV around, so maybe a bit misreporting there from my air crews. But yeah, one battleship, one battle cruiser. Fantastic work by Habsburg. Yeah, great value of a 4-year-old ship. Really, really pleased with that. Battle of Malta, no problem. And hopefully, fingers crossed, victory in Malta. Okay, American stuff, which frankly we're not too worried about. That's good work by our flying boats. Ah, that's a shame, we lost our TD. Any merchants, any merchants. Yes, we've got operational subs, not that many of them. So do we, not that many of them. Fine. No advantage in Malta. So what I'm going to do is grab a little pocket battle cruisers. I'm going to take them off trade protection, just go active fleet. Because I'd quite like to get these guys involved in some kind of engagement, because we've not done it yet. We are positive in a budget, but that's okay. I'm just going to let it build for a little bit. I don't think there's anything we desperately need. One thing I have been watching RVT latest series, and it puts my own budgeting in a shameful condition given his use of 3-year plans and real thinking about how he wants to spend his money. Where I'm much more of the old hand to mouth and trying to fill gaps. So so kudos to him for that, and a very much more logical way to play the game. But anyway, maybe next time we can try and apply such great thinking to our planning, but not this time. Yeah, great. I don't feel like I need any more planes at the minute. Our standing in the Mediterranean continues to improve because we continue to sink their ships, and they are going to struggle to. That was the last battleship. They're going to struggle to match us while maintaining their foreign station requirements. Let's go next turn. Battle and support land combat. You know I'm going to take that. I don't care what you got. I'm going to go for... Okay. This is a small fry engagement. And the reason I dislike small fry engagements, especially small fry engagements at night, is it's entirely possible for us to be outmanned, outgunned. And those aren't the fights I want right now. Fights where our strategical advantage does not make its way into a tactical advantage. But we shall persevere and see what we come up against. Our ships are all fairly modern, pretty well equipped. You know, lots of autoloaders, so we should be able to take on most things. Although there's a good chance we're just gonna pass like ships in the night, or as ships in the night. Actually, not even like it. Which is a shame, because all the ones in support land combat I would like to win. Okay, not gonna happen this time. Fine. A boar draw. Nah, you're okay. Yeah, perfectly balanced, to be fair. I would have happily taken that fight. Yeah. Negotiated peace. No. More months, more time. Yeah, because we want our invasion to finish. To be honest, this and the next one. Ah, come on, army. We lost one sub, but that's fine. British Raider. Ah, they are in the Med now. Okay. Oh. We know they've got one heavy cruiser raiding in the Med. So you guys are going back on trade protection. I would love for you guys to meet that heavy cruiser. That's what you were designed for. Let's keep going. More battles and support land combat. Okay. What have we got this time? Oh, we've got a nice Pride of the Fleet, our 190,000 pound Slavonian 50,000 ton battle cruiser. Beautiful. Huge amounts of armor, great speed, good armament. Yeah. And some other odds and sods as well. Sink 6 transports. That we can do. That we can do happily. Okay, we don't control yet, so let's run until we do. Unknown radar contact, fairly far away. Let's bring... I'm going to keep Slavonian on cruise speed and just have a light cruiser gets a little bit ahead of her. And then we'll pick her speed up as well. Okay, you guys can get yourselves into line ahead. We don't need you screening anymore. Slavonian, start picking your speed up. Maybe 26. Okay, we are firing using a radar. Not quite sure what we're firing at, but we're firing at something. Yeah, it definitely looks like the British battle line or whatever classes as at this scenario. What have we got? Okay, we're hitting stuff and we're not being hit. Near miss, we're still hitting them. Just with where are we? Oh no, Slavonian's hitting some 16-inch shells. That's nice to see. Let's edge our light cruisers a little bit closer just so we can get some visual identification here. Slavonian doing great work on the radar fire control there. As is the light cruisers as well. So the weather is what's limiting us. So that's a fair point. What is our limitations on speed? Interestingly, nothing yet. We may slow down though. We are still going, yeah, 32. No, speed's 22. Max speed still reported as 32, but it might not be. We sped up? No, okay, maybe we're limited to 22. I was expecting it to tell us there, but okay, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I is misremembering. So everyone might be limited to 22. Which is not the end of the world. Makes destroyer runs a lot slower affairs. Oh, we finally receive a hit on the Aurora. But a lot more hits going out the way than are coming in the way, which is beautiful to see. Oh, Aurora's taking a few beats now. What I would like is maybe start getting my destroyers involved. Tricky given the limits on ship speed, as everyone is stuck at the same speed. Okay, it looks like it's a British battle cruiser. I'm going to get you to correct a little bit because I don't want you to close too much. Looks like it's 2 British battle cruisers. Okay. Up against it. Aurora is suffering. Can you launch some torpedoes at these guys? No. Alright. I need to pull away. That might give you an actually open you up for some torpedo action. Yeah, no, it's not very good. Try that. Don't think it's gonna hit. Need to get there. Oh my, Slavonian, look at that. Look at that for a salvo. That's phenomenal. Another 4 hits. No hits on my Slavonian. Another 3 hits. Aurora is taking the full brunt of the British battlecruisers. But Slavonian is just... it's just taking names at the minute. So the rearmost is the Redoubtable. That's, yeah, that's a reasonable battlecruiser. Good reasonable armament, not quite as much as us. Reasonable belt, reasonable deck. Can't argue with that design. Reasonable speed. It's okay. Nothing to be sniffed at. Aurora's going down. Okay. But I'm not going to complain too much because she did soak a lot of hits for us, and it looks like the British battlecruiser here, whatever that may be, is heading under as well. Now I need to make sure I actually go and sink these transports at some point, because we do want the victory points. Right, we'll make sure we fire some torpedoes at him to make sure he's definitely a goner. We'll have you sweep around in this direction. I'll have you sweep around this direction, and maybe we'll have our destroyers just head in that straight line to get them slight of trouble. Okay, we hit him once, that's fine. You look like you're in trouble already, Redoubtable. I did not think the Slavonian had put that much hits on the second ship. Let's get you going to the back side of a Slavonian. Right, who are you shooting at? Can we target? Maybe not because it's unidentified. That one. Please, thank you. Good job. Excellent. And already she's starting to hit. Her crew, actually, what is your crew quality? Yeah, pretty high crew quality. We're doing a phenomenal amount of work at the minute. So some light forces we need to get out of the way. Quite a lot of light forces actually. Let's make a run for the transports now, I think. If their battle line is not going to come and face us, then we can go and sink their transport fleet. I'm going to say, hold on to your torpedoes. Actually, no, you can, because I don't want you getting too close, so you can use your torpedoes on transports. I mean, you do have reloadables, but they take a bit of time. Are you kidding me? Have we sunk that second battlecruiser? That's insane. Slavonian is doing a phenomenal amount of work.
I think fresh is a great slogan. They managed to convince the entire continent, if not the globe, that eating a food bread was somehow good for you.
Alright. Getting slightly light on ammo, but we can make do with what we got. We are running right amongst their cargo ships right now. With supplies that were destined for Malta to... Oh! That's not good. I mean, we have a lot of torpedo defense, so I'm not too concerned about one torpedo. Destined to help them relieve the siege is not going to make it. Yes, what's wrong with her? Oh, pretty damaged. Just get yourself out of there. A few more destroyers we've got to be leery of, and their annoying torpedoes. I think we'll be okay. At this point I just want to sink the 6 required transports and then probably get a dodge. Ah, come on. Right, I'm going to pull her away a little bit. 2 torpedoes is enough to get me worried. As ever, I seem to fall prey to the torpedoes when I think I'm victorious already. Okay, we've sunk the 6 transports we need. We've also sunk a couple of battle cruisers. Let's just go home. Although she seems to be doing good work here in terms of mopping up these 2 destroyers. Maybe not. Thought they were more damaged than they are. Right, home is not that way. Let's just head north. I'm assuming you're okay in terms of flooding and stuff. Worth a check. Yeah, you're okay. Let's slow you down. Right, let's slow you right down. I'd love to get rid of some of these destroyers. Easier said than done. Is that a battlecruiser back? Or is this actually a transport? Oh no, it's actually a transport. Okay. I'll sink it. You're heading into dangerous territory, maybe pull out. Oh, I said that, it's just more transports. Okay, let's get our shiny destroyers in with their autoloaders. Hopefully wreck the British destroyers. Not seeing it happen though. Let's pull away. Okay, let's just disengage. Okay, job done. Let's go home. As you're flooding. 0. Excellent. Let's go back to 25 and just get out of here. Okay, just keep going, Slavonian. Yeah, you're not looking to pick a fight. Beautiful. Alright, 2 engagements, 2 victories. Some pretty good work done by the Austro-Hungarian Navy. We only got one of them. Alright. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but the Redoutable apparently made it out. Actually healthier than I thought she was. 30 heavy hits though. Man, Miss Slavonian was doing some phenomenal work. Impressive, impressive. I'll take that. Definitely take that. It probably leads me to say that the next ship we build will probably be some more light cruisers. Dive bombers, fighting into Malta. Ah, come on, army. Right. Wow, cruisers need to get on that. I want to look at aircraft types. What's our oldest? You're now obsolete. Flying boat looks like. You're obsolete. Ah. Give me a flying boat, please. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Flying boat. I would like you to have... Honestly, I want you to be reliable. I mean, flying boats for mainly scouting and anti-submarine warfare. It's probably speed so we get reports quicker. Something like that. Our surplus is nice, so I want to have a look at the last light cruiser we built, which would be 12,000 ton Vulcans. 9.6 inch, 2.44 inch, 3-inch belt, 2 average deck, 3-inch turrets, about 30 knots. I wonder how much we can actually improve upon this design. Given that technology is pretty slow. When were they built? Ah, they were built last year. I'm just going to build some more of them. I would like some more Vulcans, please. I think I'm going to... Hang on. Probably want 4 of them. Can I afford 4 of them? 21 months of my heavy cruisers. No, I cannot afford 4 of them. Can I build 2 of them? We'd be a deficit of 4 million a month. That would last us 10.5 months. That's not quite long enough. I think we'll find a way though. I want 2 more. I think we'll find a way. Once this stuff clears. Should just give us a little bit enough to keep us going. And that's going to do it for this episode. So a good couple of engagements there with the British. The war is firmly in our favour, compounding the fleet losses we inflicted on them in the last couple of episodes, with a few more capital ships sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Right now we just need to really hope that our army gets the job done in Valletta, and then we can turn our eyes to some larger prizes. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream. If you're interested in coming out and hanging out with us sometime, there's a link in the description below. Otherwise, I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one.